Okay.
Alrighty, I guess we get started on question 2.
Yes.
Alright, so which of the following variables are categorical? Number of animals in the zoo, randomly selected brand of toothpaste, the convenience store, the age and years of randomly selected vehicle in a parking lot. Well, the toothpaste for sure.
I think that's the
Then,
only.
yeah, 'cause the other two have to do with numbers.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Alright.
Number 3, the average IQ test. Sorry, I have to say anyway. I just makes more sense in my head to say average. The average IQ test score in the U.S. is 100. 20 randomly selected statistics students took an IQ test, and the mean of their score was 112. Which of the following statements is true?
I got the 100 for parameter, 112 for statistic.
Yes.
Alright, question 4. Rotham City has 4 distinct neighborhoods. The property values are very similar within each neighborhood, but they vary considerably from neighborhood to neighborhood. One neighborhood has very low property values, and another has extremely high property values. Property taxes are usually roughly proportional to the property values. What type of sample should we collect to gauge the residents' responses to a proposed increase in property taxes? Whew,
That's
that
a
was a big one.
stratified.
Stratified, yeah.
Okay, number 5. 5 alive. When designed experiments are conducted in public school systems, we choose a particular district and randomly select teachers of, say, fourth grade students in that district. The experiment is then conducted using all the students in the selected class. Which type of sampling scheme is implemented?
So it's,
That is cluster, right?
yeah, it's not stratified. Well, it's definitely not random. One of the
I think that
random
one's
ones.
cluster. And if I
Yeah,
remember
I think
right from my,
it's,
that's the one I got right. I
yeah, I think it's cluster.
right. Okay, 6.
Per. All right. At a school fundraiser, the name of every person who attended was entered into a drawing. At the end of the evening, 6 names were selected to receive door prizes. Which type of sampling scheme was implemented? 6.
Uh-huh. So I got this one wrong, but now I realize I didn't finish reading the whole thing.
What'd you put originally?
I put systematic because that's like who enters the drawing, but of actually like being pulled, it's not systematic. It would be random,
Yeah, be
right?
simple random. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be.
Okay, 7. A special interest group is conducting a survey regarding wolves in Yellowstone National Park to adequately gauge.
I'm getting my laundry. Dude, you inappropriate, my God.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
A special interest group is conducting a survey regarding wolves in Yellowstone National Park to adequately gauge opinions on both sides of the political spectrum. The researchers took the list of registered Democrats and selected a simple random sample of 100 people. Then they took a list of registered Republicans and selected a simple random sample of 100 people. Which type of sampling scheme was implemented?
Huh. When
That
these long word problems, I have to read them like 5 times, I feel like, before I can like grasp what it's saying.
stratified breaks into groups and then does a random sampling within those groups.
I think is it systematic random?
No, I think it's systematic would say like every 10th person,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
but I think it's stratified because it divides them into 2 groups and then does a random sample within them.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. Oh, open the data file, Crossroads purchase.
Okay.
Mine's just opening that Excel thing right now.
Okay. Mine's just opening too. Okay. Using that, calculate the average of my. Do you remember how to do it on Excel? Were there a lot of problems to use Excel for on the?
I just think like 3 or 4. There wasn't too many. For this one, wouldn't you type in average or equals average and then
Yeah, you got to do parentheses first, I think. Like left parenthesis, highlight, and then right parenthesis. So
yeah.
I got 4.771.
Yep.
Okay. 9, using the software, calculate the standard deviation of the amount spent. One point. Oh, sorry. What?
I was gonna say this one with mine has standard deviation with a P and it also has it with an S. I think it's with P, right?
I don't know. I just put STDEV. I don't even put an S or a P.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Equals STDEV.
Yeah, I've got like 6 different standard deviation things that pop up in my menu whenever I hit an STDE. All right, and what'd you get?
I got 1.912.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay, so do you know how, the next question says to make a histogram. And I did this on the homework, but I don't know if I did it right. Like went insert and charts, found a histogram, and then I highlighted all the info. I mean, it looked kind of funny. Like it didn't look like it had as much info as it did on here, but that's all it said to do to make it.
Yeah. And I think if you're unable to make a histogram, you should be all right on the test. But yeah, it's just I did that as well.
Okay.
All right, information. Jessica Meir and a research team measured the body temperatures of a sample of diving elephant seals. The thermistor placed at a specific location on each seal to measure its body temperature. The body temperature of seals tends to decrease as they dive. The researcher estimated the typical body temperature of each seal at the time they initiate a dive, and called this the representative temperature of the seal. Thermistors were placed in the hepatic sinus of 4 of the seals. The seal's body temperature at the start of the dive was calculated to be those numbers. Complete the following table. Okay. So 11, what is the value of the number that goes in the position marked with an A in the table above?
So you just do, is X the value or is
So X
X with
is,
line over it the value?
yeah, well,
X is the value.
X is the mean. Well,
And then
X
X with the line over it is the mean, I thought.
is the mean, and then X is the value of
Okay.
the
That's what I thought.
temperature. Yeah.
So the mean of these is 8.075 for the mean.
What did you get?
38.075. That's what I got
Yeah,
for the mean.
mean.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. So to fill in A, you would need, let me pull up the calculator. Yeah, 37.91 minus 38.075. Right?
Yeah.
I totally had that wrong before. I don't know how I got that. Okay.
What did you get on this one?
I got 0.165. Is that what you got?
Yeah, well, I got negative 0.165, but I don't know if.
No, I got negative 0.165. Sorry, I did get negative 0.1.
Gotcha.
Number value that you put.
Yeah, so on that one, would they want us to put negative or just leave it at 0.165?
Leave it at. I don't know.
Because I know, like, on the applet thing, there is a negative, and well, I guess this isn't a z-score.
Yeah. And it says what's the value of the number, so I think that would mean just 0.165.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. Okay, 12. Value of the number B that goes in the position, or yeah, value of B, basically. So that you would just square, oh no, not that number. Never mind.
So yeah, so it'd be 37.25 minus the number that we got for the average.
475 equals, I got 0.825 and then squared is 0.681, rounded to the third decimal place.
I'm still.
Okay.
And what'd you get for?
I got 0.681.
Wait, I don't know why I got No, I got negative 2.1. That's weird. I don't know why I got that.
Let me redo my math.
Oh, I put 0.705, not 0.075. That's what I did.
Okay.
That would make a difference. And what did you say you got
0.681.
for 12? What did you get?
0.681.
Yeah, that's what I got whenever I put in the right number.
Okay. What quantity is equal to the sum of the numbers in the square deviations?
I don't remember
Okay.
doing anything with square deviations.
I know. I mean, I remember like one assignment with it, but I don't remember any, I guess, like application really to it. And I looked
Yeah.
at the homework or like the textbook after. And anyway, and it like square deviations like wasn't in there at all.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't remember it being in any of the readings specifically. I'm just gonna put none because I know it's not the mean. Well, it shouldn't be. Well, there's no way it could be the mean based on the answer that we got.
Yeah. And you know it's
And it's
standard
not.
deviation. And I put variance on my quiz before and it was wrong. So it's got to be none of.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the standard deviation of these temperatures? Okay.
We have to put them into the Excel.
Yes, we do.
Alrighty. I'm gonna see my ceiling for a minute.
That's fine. I'm not. My video is on a different screen. I've got the Excel on half my screen, so I'm not even. So I got 0.715 when you get there, if that's what you get. Man, I must have been falling asleep when I took this before because these answers are so different than what I got before.
What did you get? 0.715? Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. Okay, 15.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Under certain conditions, the standard deviation can be negative. Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. I think that's just what I got confused earlier. Z-score can be negative, but standard deviation is just how far it is from the mean. It doesn't really matter. Alrighty.
Okay. 16.
Oh, this is the same study.
So the question is, which location resulted in the most consistent temperature measurements from one seal to the other? So you want the one then with the smallest standard deviation, which would be the extradural.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The number of hours students spent studying for an exam are recorded. The data by the box plot below. Use this for the next two questions. Third quartile.
That's 8.
Yep.
What percentage of the day lies between 4 and 8 hours? And write it just as the number. That would be 50%,
50%.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. 19. Use the following information to answer the next 3 questions. An observation from a normally distributed population is considered unusual if it is more than 2 standard deviations away from the mean. There are several contaminants that can harm a city's water supply. Nitrate concentrations above 10 parts per million are considered a health risk for infants less than 6 months of age. The city of Rexburg report said the nitrate in the city's drinking water supply is between 1.59 and 2.52 parts per million, and values outside of this range are unusual. We'll assume that the standard, or that the mean minus 2 standard deviation equals 1.59 parts per million, and the mean plus 2 standard deviation equals 2.52. Okay, so it's reasonable to assume that it's normal distribution. Estimate the mean of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexburg's. And you just add the two together. You can just add the two together and find it. Right. 1.59 plus 2.52, and then divided by 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, it does. So I got 2.055.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay. Number 20, estimate the standard deviation of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexburg drinking water. You would, let's see, 2.055 is the mean, and then if you subtract 1.59 from that, then that's 2 standard.
And then you would divide by 2.
So 0.398. No, that's not right.
0.233.
Oh, I wrote sorry, say that again. Yeah,
0.233.
Yeah, I know that's right. I don't know what I did just barely, but from my previous,
Oh.
I know that that's right. I don't know what I did. Between what 2 measured nitrate concentrations do approximately 68% of the values lie? So you'd have 2.055 plus 1 standard deviation, which was plus 0.233. So 2.288 is the higher one. So that's D.
Yeah. Then then the one is 1.823 is the bottom one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, the admissions committee for most Masters of Business MBA programs require the GMAT as part of the application for new students. It has been shown that the scores on the GMAT are normally distributed with a mean of 542.3 and a standard deviation of 120. A minimum GMAT score required for admission to the MACC program of accountancy at BYU is 500, but it's rare for students with scores less than 600 to be admitted. What is the probability that a student will score above 542.3 on the GMAT? Oh, we gotta get the applet.
It's up at the very top of the quiz.
Is it? Okay. Oh, there it is.
Do you write probability, do you write as a percent or as a decimal?
As a decimal.
Okay.
Because the probability is between 0 and 1.
So that would be 0.5, right?
For what?
What's the probability that, on this one, what's the probability that a randomly selected student will score above 542.3? Because that's the mean.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I didn't realize 542.3 was.
Why I got. No, I was asking that, and you answered. Anyway, I put 50 before because 50%. But if it's 0.5, and I got 50 wrong, but 0.5.
Gotcha.
Sense. I think the rest of the questions are pertaining to this GMAT thing. What's the probability that a randomly selected student will score below 600 on the GMAT? So don't we have to figure out the Z-score?
Yep.
Okay, which would be 600 minus 542.3 divided by 120.54. Well, I don't think that's right. But you'll have to tell me what you get.
Yeah, so I did 600 minus 542.3 divided by 120.54.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just don't know if my answer is right.
Oh, gotcha. I got 0.479.
Okay, that's what is it yours like super long?
Yeah, it's a really long.
Okay, so 0.479.
And they'll score below 600. So that means you'll highlight everything below the second red line.
That is 67. So 0.67, right?
What'd you get?
You got?
I got
0.67.
0.684. That's where I got 0.684.
Oh, wait. What was I put the wrong Z-score in. I put 0.446 for some reason. 0.78. Okay, I did. 0.684. You're right.
Okay, cool.
So do we round to 3 or just to the top 2? Because it's probability.
I don't know how they like accept answers or don't accept answers on this, like within a certain percent. I have no idea how it works. So
because it doesn't say on that one.
Yeah, so 0.68 probably works.
Okay.
If not, I'll write down
I'll email
0.684 on paper, so I'll get it right next time. All right, so 24. What is the probability that a randomly selected student will score 600 or above on the GMAT? Okay, so we just switch the 0.316.
Wait, hold on one sec. Sorry, I had marked something wrong, and so I'd gotten one answer ahead or something. Okay, so 20, that's 24, right? And so it'd be 0.32.
Yeah.
Okay.
corresponds to 10th percentile. Cannot remember.
Oh, I did this.
The
Okay. Let's see. If it's the 10th percentile, then okay, I think that's right. Yeah, so you would put 0.1 up at the top for the area.
That's right. I remember now.
And then the z-score is 1.28 too. And yeah, and so then you multiply the score by the standard deviation, right? Is that what you
What's
are
the
doing?
GMAX? And then yeah.
Multiply it by the standard deviation, 120.54, and then you add that to the mean.
And then you would do
Or
that.
subtract that from the mean, I mean.
Oh, and then you would add.
For the next question.
And then would you add the score then?
Hold on one second. Say that again.
So you take the z-score times the standard deviation, and then you would add the mean.
You add that answer. Yeah, the first question is asking for the 10th percentile though, so that one you would subtract from the mean. And then the next question.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. What'd you get?
I got 388.87.
388.7.
No, just 388 because it says to round to the nearest whole number. And then the second question on 26, it's the 90th percentile, so I just added it. So that one I got 697.
You got what?
697 on 26 and 388 on 25.
Yep, that's what I got.
Okay, and next couple
26.
questions. I do not know how to find the first quartile.
I don't recall either how to do that. Because generally they give you like a 5-digit summary whenever they ask for that. Summary or whatever it's called.
So we could figure it out, I guess. I mean the 5-digit summary, because we know the mean. The mean is 542.3. And then to figure out the third quartile, you would just do the standard deviation, 120.54 times 2.5. And so then that's 301.35. And so you would add that to get the third quartile and subtract that to get the first quartile. Right?
So the first quartile makes up the first 25%. So I think what you would do is you find the 25th percentile.
Yeah, so that's what I just did.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's like you take the standard deviation, you take the standard deviation, and then the z-score would be, oh wait, I wasn't multiplying it by the z-score. Hold on. 2.5. Okay, so, okay, hold on. Scratch that number completely that I was just talking about. So you have, I have 0.674 as the z-score. Is that right? For the,
I have 0.674.
okay. So you multiply that by the standard deviation.
Yeah. Now, yeah. And you would subtract and add to the mean from there.
Okay. So I got 81.24396. Is that what you got? For that number, and that you'll add and subtract.
$81. Yeah, I'll have to add. It's 542.3 minus 81.25 or 24.
Okay. So then we don't have to find the
So I
5.
got 460.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So for the first quartile, did you get 561?
No, I got, it
Or
would need to be
461, I mean.
461 point, oh, to the nearest whole number. So yeah, 461. And then for the third
Okay.
quartile, did you get 624?
And the third. I have 624.
Okay.
All right. 29. Consider a simple random sample of 15 students taking the GMAT. What is the mean of the distribution of sample mean scores for all such samples? Round to the nearest 10. And the same, wouldn't it?
Yes. So the mean is, I hate having to keep scrolling up. I should have just taken a picture and
542 point.
Okay, sorry, let me scroll back down to where we were. Okay, you just, so there's no value on that one. Oh wait, no, that one
then
would be the same. So is the answer just 542.3?
3, yeah. Yep.
Okay. 30, what's the standard deviation of the distribution of sample mean scores for all such samples? Down to 3 decimal places. Okay, that's the one I couldn't figure out.
So you just take the regular standard deviation of 120.54. And now I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh no, go ahead. You take the standard deviation of 120.54. Are you there?
Okay, so you were cutting in now, and I couldn't catch anything that you just said.
I just was restating.
Here, but I think I can hear you good now.
Okay, I just was restating what you had said.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I got 30.984.
Okay, but what do you do after that? So do you just square the standard deviation, or what did you
That's
do?
it, because they don't give you their
You're breaking out.
I think you just take the regular standard deviation and you divide it by the square root of 15.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
And I think that's the final answer
Okay, hold on.
because you have nothing else to.
Yeah. That one I was having a hard time when I did the practice one because I was like, I don't have the info that I need. But that makes a lot more sense. Divided by 15 square root. Okay, I got 3.873. I don't know if that's right.
For 30?
Yeah.
I got 30.984.
Okay, so tell me again the math that you did on that. I did this.
So
Did
so
you
the
do?
regular standard deviation is 120.54.
Uh-huh.
Divided that by the square root of the amount of people, which is 15.
Do you use the mean on, like, do you do the mean divided by that, or just that divided by that?
Just that divided by that, because the next problem is when you'll use the mean.
Okay, so 120.54 is the standard deviation divided by 15 square root. Yeah, I got 3.873 again.
Okay, so are you square rooting the whole number
No, just the 15.
after, or are you dividing square root of 15?
I'm just dividing by the square root of 15.
That's weird, because the square root of 15 would be just under 4.
Yeah,
Think about like 120 divided by 4 would be 30.
yeah. Let me do it on my phone calculator. See
So I'm
what I
not sure how you're coming up with.
120.54.
Sounds good.
No, I. No, I'm not getting that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Huh.
You're still getting a different answer?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
See, and this time, okay, so if I just do 15 square root, I get 1.2. Okay, no, now I got that. 3.872983. So that's what it should be, right? Oh, that's what. Oh,
Yeah.
I figured it out. What I'm doing wrong. Ha. Okay, I got 31.123. I hadn't.
Yeah, what?
31.123. Is that what you got?
Oh, I had 30.984, but let me check again. 123. Yeah.
You did get 31.123?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I hadn't pressed equals, so the number I was getting was just the square root of 15, not like, so it had popped up with that number to equals. Anyway, I figured out what I was doing wrong. What's the probability that the sample mean
Okay.
score will be greater than 600? Okay. So then we put that standard deviation in the applet, right?
Yeah. I have 0.124 for the standard deviation. Well, it would be a different standard deviation now. Mean, so you'd have
Because you have
600.
600 minus 542.3, right? Divided by.
Yep. And then, yeah, and then you would 120.54 times the square root of 15.
Okay.
I believe.
It's because my calculators never function the way I want them to. Well, I think it's a user error, not a. Was the z-score that you got the 1.86?
For the 600?
Yeah, the z-score that I got was 1.862.
$162
1.862.
or 0.162?
No, 1.862.
1862. Let me. Oh, one. I don't know what I just did. I have 0.1234. I don't know what.
Bishop says you guys are super cute. Yeah.
We are pretty cute.
Yeah. The last one. What I was doing, but I don't think I do. I have 0.124 is the z-score, but I don't know where that's coming from. But I have to get going here and like, how have you got to meet? I thought it was at 8:15.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'll just put what I think I got, and
So I gotta
we'll
get
see.
going soon.
Fine.
Alrighty, sounds good. Good luck on the test.
Okay, thanks.